It is week 6 of the Home Chef Throwdown, and this week is Utensil Challenge, featuring Turanian herbs and spices. We are going to use only one utensil for this entire meal, and we must feature these ingredients. Let's do this. I lived in Detroit for a lot of years, and in Detroit there is a restaurant called Bucharest. If you have never had Bucharest and you live in Detroit, go immediately. Immediately. It is so good. They have a Bucharest shawarma that was always my order, and that is what I'm going to try and replicate today with minimal ingredients and only one utensil. So this is not authentic in any form or fashion, but it will be delicious. Because I have to pick one utensil, I am choosing a knife. So that means I don't have tongs, I don't have a spatula, I don't have lots of things. So I got thinly sliced chicken breasts right onto a baking sheet. That's not as much chicken as I had hoped. After you touch chicken, wash your fucking hands. Now, I'm totally winging all of this because that's who I am as a person. I'm going to start by putting on some of this oil and vinegar vinaigrette just to get them started, and so that I can coat them with things and have things stick. I also have here the Turanian chicken seasoning. I smelled this, it smells phenomenal. We are gonna load our chickens up with this. I would usually put this on the grill, but I'm not going to flip chicken on a grill with a knife. Not happening, not today, not doing it. And then I'm going to add some of this za'atar. That was too much. Be gentle. Flip them around, make sure everything is nice and coated. My chicken appears to be sufficiently seasoned and my hands appear to be sufficiently covered in salmonella. Wash your fucking hands. Pop your chicken into the oven at 400 degrees until they're done, all the way through and a little crispy. This is not what I was looking for. I was looking for like large, thin pitas. I don't know, they're like wraps. It's wonderful, it's delicious. Also, nothing I'm doing is correct. It's inspired by, got it? We are going to chop up some of our shawarma adjacent accoutrement, being tomatoes and lettuce. I think theirs has cabbage in it. I didn't do that. I like cabbage just fine. This is not because I'm a cabbage-hating bitch. This is because I'm bad at planning ahead. Got it? I am going to chop up 2 of the tomatoes. One for my husband's pita and one for my children to enjoy, because my children will probably eat this deconstructed. When in doubt for children, deconstruct it, and they're more likely to at least try some of the parts than if it's put together, because that feels overwhelming, even for me sometimes. Especially when trying new foods, it's easier to try a little bit of something than a whole big sandwich of some weird stuff you've never eaten. Weird to my children, not weird to anybody else. Everything's weird when you're 5 years old. That much. Different shawarmas have different pickles. I prefer dill pickles. Some shawarmas have pickled beets. I am not about that life. I am going to dice up a couple of pickles for my shawarma. My husband probably won't eat these, but my kids will. Now, the original Bucharest shawarma has toom and also has mayo. Toom is just garlic, olive oil, lemon, pulverized until it is a beautiful garlicky sauce. As you know, I am a garlic girly, so that sounds phenomenal to me. However, I only have a knife, and I'm not making toom from scratch with just a knife. But I thought, here's a good substitute. Garlic aioli. So I will be using this on my sandwich. It should take the place of the mayo and the toom. It won't be as good, but we're not going for perfection. We're going for a riff on a classic. While my chicken is in the oven, I am going to put my French fries into the oven at 400 degrees until they are crispy, crunchy, and perfect for stuffing inside of a shawarma and also eating on the side. My chicken appears to be done. I am going to chop your chicken up into sandwich-sized pizzas, whatever that means for you. Popped my French fries out of the oven, and as soon as they came out, I sprinkled them with salt. You cannot wait on this. It has to happen while they are hot. It will not stick properly, people. Also, did you know that this is all a part of a competition? And if you'd like, you could VOTE for ME. Pita. Should I toast this? Probably. Am I going to? No. Chicken. Lettuce. Pickles. Piping hot French fries you have to grab with your fingers because the only other utensil you have is a knife. And finally, your garlic aioli. And I know what you're thinking. Is it even good? And I sure as hell hope so, because I could really use a real Bucharest shawarma right now. And this is as close as I'm going to get anytime soon. Is this the same? No. Is it close enough to make me feel a little bit of comfort that I haven't felt in a long time? Yes. But, of course it's good. I made it. Follow along for more aggressive tutorials.